They say every joke hides a bit of truth, but no one ever warns you how much that truth can cost. I learned that the hard way. What started as a careless attempt to lighten the mood turned into the moment that nearly tore my marriage apart. I'm Mia, and this is the story of how one harmless joke almost ended everything. James and I have been married for 5 years. Like any couple, we've had our share of highs and lows. He's a good man, kind, loyal, and always there when I need him. But lately, life had been testing us. For the past 6 months, he'd been struggling to find work. Layoffs, bad luck, missed opportunities. It felt like the universe had it out for him. At first, I was supportive. I reminded him that we were in this together, that a job didn't define his worth. But as time passed and the rejection letters piled up, I started to feel the pressure. I was the only one working, covering the bills, and carrying the weight of our life. Every day I'd come home exhausted, only to see him on the couch, scrolling, waiting, lost in his own head. I told myself to be patient, to understand. But resentment has a way of creeping in when you least expect it. It simmers quietly until it boils over. That night, it did. We were having dinner, a quiet one, the kind that feels heavy even when no one's saying anything. I was drained, frustrated, not just with him, but with everything. The silence got too thick, and before I could stop myself, I blurted out, half laughing, half bitter. I swear, James, I feel like I'm one argument away from being divorced because of all this. He froze. His fork stopped midair, his eyes locked on me like he wasn't sure he heard right. I tried to play it off, to laugh like it was nothing. But the damage was done. It wasn't funny. Not to him. The next morning, the silence felt wrong. The kind that hums in your chest. No coffee brewing, no good morning kiss, just stillness. Then I saw it, a note on the counter. I'm staying at my brother's for a while. We need to talk. I need space to figure things out. I stood there staring at the words until they blurred. I read them again and again, but they didn't change. He was gone. And all I could think was, what have I done? I tried to reach him. Texts, calls, voicemails. Nothing. He didn't pick up. When I finally drove to his brother's house, he wouldn't see me. He just kept saying he needed space. For the first time, I truly understood how powerful words can be. How something said in frustration, something meant as a joke, can cut deeper than silence. Because deep down, it wasn't a joke. It was everything I'd been holding back, finally slipping out. A few days later, I wrote him a letter. I poured every ounce of my heart into it. The guilt, the regret, the love. I told him I was sorry, that I didn't mean to make him feel small, that I'd let my exhaustion turn into cruelty. I promised to do better, to listen more, to stop letting my anger speak for me. I left it where he'd find it when he came back. When he finally walked through the door, it wasn't like in the movies. No dramatic reunion, no tears, just quiet. He held the letter in his hand, eyes tired but soft. We talked for hours, about everything. His fears, my frustration, the distance we'd let grow between us. He told me my words made him feel worthless, like I didn't see him as a man anymore. And I listened, really listened. For once, I didn't defend myself or try to explain it away. I just let him speak. By the end of that night, we both knew things wouldn't magically be fixed. But we also knew we still wanted to fight for us. We agreed to take it slow, to heal, to communicate, to stop hiding behind sarcasm when things got hard. So yeah, I learned something I'll never forget. Jokes aren't always harmless. Words have weight, and once they're out, you can't take them back. I almost lost the love of my life because I treated pain like a punchline. And that's a lesson I'll carry for the rest of my days.